at me like a madman.
Welcome back. Last week I broke down the decisions that cost us a win. Today we're looking at two very different matches where the strategy worked much better. One thing you'll notice throughout the video is that no matter how good your loadout is, it doesn't guarantee a win. Sometimes your favorite weapon lets you down, and sometimes the weapon you never wanted to use ends up saving the match. Let's jump in. We start with a short pod into Summit. Right off the bat, I land on a purple shotgun. If you watched last week's video, you know this shotgun came in clutch. Now, with a gold shotgun in my possession as well as a purple RFB, my loadout is lethal for both long range and short range. Now dropping into the belly of Summit to finish looting, my shields are full. But something doesn't feel right. I don't remember seeing any hot droppers, but experience has taught me that if a place feels too quiet, it usually isn't.
Five squads remaining.
Sure enough, I get caught off guard by a player wearing what most people will call a beginner skin. It doesn't matter what skin someone is wearing. If they catch you at the wrong time, they'll send you right back to the lobby. Thankfully, my teammate isn't far away. Even better, an airdrop lands nearby just before he revives me. The airdrop doesn't have the weapons I want, but that doesn't mean I leave empty-handed. A gold M60 and a gold 1911 will do for now.
Teammate down.
Here's the problem. Gold doesn't always mean better. If a full squad rushes this building, I'd much rather have a basic SMG than a gold M60. So it's not about the rarity, it's about having the right tool for the job. This zone grenade barely touches me, but that's not the important part. The important part is that it tells them exactly where I am. At this point I stop moving around. I already know they're coming. Instead of searching for them, I make them search for me. There he is, the same player that knocked me back at Summit. Revenge comes pretty quickly. Getting my teammate up, he can be used as a distraction. Players often shoot at the first target they see.
No health.
While their second teammate made a big mistake running out in the open against an SMG, their third played smart while utilizing the most effective technique in the game, the peek. Here's the biggest takeaway. I lost a purple RFB, a gold shotgun, but I won the fight with a 1-star MP5. That's why I always say strategy beats rarity.
Sun is now shrinking.
Now we're reaching the end game. I'm rotating towards zone with 2 squads left, and shots come flying in from cemetery.
You're on me shooting at me like a madman.
Instead of running across the rooftops, I drop inside the buildings. Cover almost always beats speed. As I'm pushing her, her teammate snipes me. That changes things. Instead of forcing the fight, I heal. One thing I noticed, she's giving up space every time I pressure her. Confident players usually move forward. She's backing away. That tells me she's uncomfortable. Now I have a choice. Push the closer player or deal with the sniper first. I choose the sniper.
He's on top of this thingy up here.
I'm definitely not the strongest sniper, but every now and then, you hit the shot. With the sniper down, it's finally time to push. In the final fight, I am now the distraction while my teammate takes down the final op, and that's the win.
She was standing waiting, little bitch. Good game though.
This next match starts with what we call the infamous hot drop. It was my first game of that day, and I wanted to get right into the action. As soon as I land, I realize we're at a disadvantage. We have the low ground. And before I can even get my shield up, the fight begins. At the start of the match, I'm not too worried about my loadout. A 1-star RFB is more than enough to get the job done. After taking a few shots, I rotate behind one of my teammates instead of standing out in the open. Position first, shooting second. Hearing footsteps directly above me, I don't hesitate. I climb up and take the fight to them. I get the first knock, but their teammate is right there to trade, and I'm immediately taken out. Now 2 of us are down. Thankfully, our third teammate does exactly what I'd hope he'd do. Instead of trying to clutch a bad fight, he retreats towards cemetery. That's one of the best places on the map to reset because there's plenty of loot and plenty of cover. Whenever I'm revived, my mindset completely changes. I'm not looking for perfect weapons. I'm looking for anything that gives me a chance if someone pushes. The game rewards players who adapt quickly. This time, I'm rewarded with a 2-star S85. It's one of my favorite weapons in the game. Now I just need enough time to finish looting, except I already know the time is running out. Sure enough, here comes the same squad. The player who knocked me earlier opens up with a foul. I land 1 shot with the S85. She keeps firing, but she can't quite connect.
Battlezone is now shrinking.
Then something interesting happens. She rotates directly underneath me. Whether she forgot I was there or lost track of me, I don't know, but it gives me exactly the opportunity I need. At this point, I see another enemy flying away. I could chase, but chasing isn't always the right decision. I'm low on shields, low on heals, and my loadout still isn't where I want it. Sometimes the smartest push isn't pushing at all. While my teammate chased some bots, I stay behind and finish building the loadout I actually want.
remaining.
By the time I'm ready to leave cemetery, I've got an S85, an RFB, a silenced MP9, matadors, and plenty of heals. Now, I'm ready. I spot one player near the edge of cemetery and tag them with an S85. They're weak.
That guy is weak.
But instead of flying straight at them, I slow down. A hard push usually ends with 3 players collapsing on you. I'd rather make them come to me.
Battle zone is now shrinking.
With an enemy marked near tower, it's time to shift the battleground. I see one of my teammates take over some high ground, which is exactly where I want to be.
Teammate down.
Then one of my teammates gets sniped behind us. My first priority isn't chasing kills, it's getting our numbers back.
Try to get you right before we push him.
A revived teammate may not have much health, but they still force the enemy to make decisions. Sometimes simply having another player alive is enough to change the outcome of a fight. I climb the apartment and spot the same player who knocked me earlier. First shot, miss. Second shot, headshot. That immediately changes the momentum.
Good shot on that guy. He's weak.
Pull out the RFB and miss every shot. Normally that would be frustrating, but this time I'm not trying to get the knock. I'm creating pressure while I move into a better position.
You want to pop and chicken.
From the clock tower, I spot another player. One shot with the S85, they're weak.
75 went down, shot, nice.
With my teammate finishing the job, now it's time for the final push. For just a second, I mistake my teammate shadow for the last enemy. Probably not my finest moment. The last player strips my shield, but by then they're already weak. Even though I picked up the MK18 by accident, I was still able to take them out. Didn't go quite as planned, but a win is a win. If these two matches taught us anything, it's this. Don't let a bad start decide how the rest of the game ends. We lost great weapons, we got knocked early, we had to rebuild from almost nothing. But Population 1 rewards players who adapt, stay patient, and make good decisions under pressure. The best loadout in the game isn't always the one you're carrying, it's knowing how to use whatever you've got.